Hey, gorgeous people. I received an insight about how curses work, um, and I just want to share it with you. So, basically, we are constantly spelling our reality. We are speaking spells for better or for worse. Everything is vibrational, and our words are as good as prayers. And in Spanish, curse is maldecir, which is to speak evil or to speak bad. So that is the root for curse. Um, and So anytime someone has ill words or ill will thought towards you, they're cursing you. Now, the way to protect yourself from this is to not accept it in. So, say someone comes to me and they say, I don't like your body, you're fat, right? If that resonates with me and I'm like, oh, he saw my cellulite, then I'm taking in that curse, right? And I'm letting it live inside of me. But if I'm just like, I don't know what you're talking about, I'm the thicky thick, then I'm not accepting it in, and that curse stays outside. So I had this friend that I used to play music with all the time, and he was a real music nerd, but he was kind of a hater, like a little envious of my sensuality, I think. Even though he had his own thing going on, like nerdy, amazing, technical musician, which I will never be, he would always act like he had some kind of like magical next level ear that could like only he could discern the perfect tuning for each instrument, and he could like hear some microtones in it. And so no matter what I would play, he would just always be like, you're out of tune, right? But it was so I took that in, I internalized it, and I'm always like so self-conscious now. Even if I play around a really high level musician, I'm always thinking like, oh, they're probably hearing me, I'm probably out of tune, and I just have this like paranoid resonance in my body. I still do, so I'm still like working on removing that curse, because it was a vibration that I took in, so I'm removing it. But now I have this person that I've been playing with a lot, and he's like, you're a tremendous composer. And then I just feel how that feels. And yeah, sure, I'll take that in, take that in, tremendous composer. And I'll work with that vibration all day. I'm a tremendous composer. And it feels really good. But basically, well, when people say things to us, it has to resonate on an already existing wound or something that's there, or we have to agree to letting it in. So the way to protect yourself from curses is simply just to say, no, thank you. I do not need that. And the main reason that people would curse you is out of envy, or just their own. Usually it's unconscious. They don't usually mean to. Or another reason, if it's not directly envy, it's often because as humans, we mirror each other's electromagnetic um, and biological, like what's happening. So like if I come to you and I say, hey, you're gonna have an instinct to also match that, right? So say I'm just this like fully expressed rainbow of like sensual explosions, and somebody else is like more contracted and like just all like repressed and stuff. If they see me and I'm like, hey there, gorgeous, and like their instinct as a human animal would be to mirror that. But if they are not in touch with all of that fully expressed part of themselves, it can feel painful. It can feel like as their body tries to mirror that, it's like cracking them out of the shell in like a painful way. So that could be another reason why people are like, rah, how could she do that? So, but gotta have love for the haters. I just don't want to take it in. It's not my problem. I have compassion, but it's not really something I want to take into my body. So, oh yeah, and the bigger you shine your light, the more haters you're going to have. So even just think of like the president or Elon Musk. Like, obviously some people love them and they have millions of fans, but they have equal amount of haters. And anything, say they make one Twitter post, right? There's going to be all these people like, yes, you're the best, I love you. And then there's going to be equally a whole war of like, how could you say this? And so the more we become just our own authentic selves, a big part of that is just being okay with people disagreeing with you, people feeling uncomfortable with you. This is what I'm learning now. So I'm learning how not to take it into my body, because in order for a curse to work, you have to accept it. And usually we do this on an unconscious level. We're not like, oh, sure, I'll hold your pain for you. But we make these unconscious contracts. So, but as we become more skilled, we can identify them as they're like knocking on the door of our field, and we can just be like, nope, not accepting any curses now. I'm too full of good, juicy vibrations. So let's see, what else was I gonna say about that? Oh, well, the other day I made a post and I said, go hug your grandkids, right? And of course, like, some people agree with that and some people don't, right? I'm not trying to like force people to hug their grandkids, but if it resonates with you, if you want to go hug your grandkids, go hug your grandkids. So people just started like attacking me. And like, it was a great learning experience for me, because on the one hand, people were saying like, she's stupid, she doesn't know what she's talking about, oh no, she's gonna make people die, because what if people listen to her? And then they go to hug their grandkids like blindly without thinking for themselves and doing what's right for them, which is what I hope everyone would do. So people just start like throwing all these arrows at me. She's stupid, she's ignorant, they didn't say it in those words, but they were like, she has a nice heart, but she's never faced death or whatever. Okay. So, anyways, I can feel the discomfort of a lot of people with what I said. And that's okay. Like, it's okay. They can feel uncomfortable. I don't need to take that into my body. I have compassion. Like, they disagree with me. That's okay. It's totally okay. But I'm not gonna feel bad or even feel stupid. I don't feel stupid. I feel smart. I'm tuned in with my body wisdom. And I hope everybody does that. And I hope everybody does what's right for them. So let's see. Oh yeah. Yeah, so sometimes curses come in the form of energetic arrows. Like someone will shoot like a dart of envy, or just like a hateful thought, or just like wishing bad on you, like ill will or ill words. So yeah, I started to learn about this because I try, Facebook is a pain in the ass, but I try to not get too involved in Facebook fighting, but like I accidentally, like, someone posted something and I just like said something small like, oh yeah, or I don't think so, right? And then all of a sudden I was on a walk with my friend. Did that. I was like in bed in the morning and I was like, oh yeah. And then I went out on a walk with my friend and I could feel all these arrows coming at me. I was like, oh, it's the Facebook. And so then I had to decide then, like, what to do. I could either take down my post, take it down, or I had to learn to like get my energy bigger and like make my light stronger and push out the arrows. So, think of like, if I die, ants are going to come eat my body and they're just going to eat the whole thing, right? But if I'm alive, then I'll just like get it off me, right? So in that moment I had the chance to like wither and like contract and like get shot by arrows or just be like, no, thank you. So while the arrows were still coming at me, I just strengthened my field and I didn't take it in. Now, if I would have taken it in, what it would have looked and felt like was, oh no, I upset people. Uh, I I better tone it down. I don't want to start any problems. And then I'm take all that discomfort that they're feeling, I'm taking it into my body. But we have a choice. So one more thing is that the news is a big giant curse. So I try not to watch the news because all they're doing is cursing you. They're like, you're going to die. You're getting sick. There's a war over here. Oh no, this person did that. La la la. It's a bunch of bullshit. And I would never talk to if I had kids or anyone I love, I would never talk to them the way the news talks to you. You know, it's just disgusting how they are injecting you with curses. Basically, they, you know, if the news cared about you, they would be telling you how to protect yourself. Like, really, not with these stupid masks. They would be telling you about like ginger tea and garlic and the solutions and success stories. But instead they're like, there was an exception. One 26-year-old also died and you're gonna die. That is a curse, okay? Recognize it and do not take it in. That is not for you. You feed your body nourishing vibrations. You wake up in the morning and you say, good morning, beautiful. And then you say, you are healthy and strong. You are made of love. And and of course you check in with your body and you do what feels right for you. If you want to wear a mask, wear a mask. Check with your body. But I recommend that you do not attune to the curse that is the news. And you know it's a curse because it's negative affirmations. It's just negative affirmations. Like a long time ago, I used to have a lot of body image issues, and I had to early on become very aware of my internal self-talk. So like every single thing that goes on in my head, every thought towards myself, you're either tearing yourself down or you're doing something that's more beneficial. So I had to learn to identify unhelpful, negative talk. Basically, the news is very unhelpful. So I can smell it. I can smell it from a mile away. I walk past it and I'm like, ugh, they're trying to create a civil war. Like, why would they do that? Why? So speak love to yourself, speak love to others. Of course, keep it real, but you can feel the intention behind what people say. So say like I really was out of tune when I was playing with my friend or whatever, and he was always like, you're out of tune. There's a way to be constructive and playful about it. And there's also, so you can tell like if people are just being haters and tearing you down, or if they really are like constructively supporting you. So I invite you to take in and accept things that constructively support you and bless you. And just leave out anything that is tearing you down, telling you you're bad, telling you you're not enough, telling you to get small. Now is not the time to get small, okay? So I'm learning this with you. This is what I'm learning. I got this insight because I was procrastinating some paperwork and I ended up meditating for 8 hours. But the themes have been going through my life for a while now. Anyways, thanks for listening. I love you. And here we go, onward and upward into the new paradigm as more evolved humans.